All right, a very good day to you. Welcome to yet another episode of What Now. My name is Dan Sofo Jr., and today I have with me one of the Kogi celebrities, a media influencer, political influencer, and whatever you call him. He is. I have Prince Omera Opaluwa in the studio with me. Omera, welcome to this episode of What Now.
Thank you. Good day. And I was not properly introduced.
Okay.
You forgot to add His Excellency,
Oh, His Excellency,
which is the most
the
important
most
title.
important title, the Kogi social media governor. Oh, we have His Excellency. Please pardon my manner. I will have His Excellency, the Kogi social media governor, Prince Omera Opaluwa, in the studio with us. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So today we want to talk about a whole lot, from personality to politics to social life and all of those things. But to begin with, who is Omera?
Omera is just a very jovial person who looks troublesome from afar, but a peaceful person when you come close.
Wow.
And I'm lucky to be born into a very loving family where love exists. I think that's all you need to know. And my background, maybe educational background.
Okay.
I study mass communication, which is something related to what you're doing now.
Interesting.
And I'm practicing,
Okay.
but not as a freelancer. I work with an organization, which I will not mention the name here.
All right. Okay, tell us, where did you start from? The whole activism, social life, where did you actually start from? What was your background like growing up?
Okay, I am born into a royal home,
Okay.
and growing up, I am someone who does not like all this kind of oppression, you know. And if not God that helped me, growing up, my thought was that the only way to fight that oppression was through cultism. But then I was lucky I didn't later join any cult group, you understand? So, which I'm happy today. And I think it gives me a better position to fight for anything I feel it's right, or fight against anything that I feel it's wrong. And growing up, I grew to see my dad settling issues, oppression. If you are being abused and all that, he always stood for them.
Yeah.
So I think, and I'm trying my best to be a better version of him. Even when I have not gotten to his level,
Yeah.
I'm trying my best to be a better version of him. That is it. And our society today is so sad that you might be saying the right thing as one person. 20 people will be against you as if you're the one saying the wrong thing, or you're the one on the wrong side. I don't care about that. I stand for what I believe in,
Okay.
and I'm comfortable doing that.
All right. Your presence online is very much prominent. And if you say Omera in Kogi State and even some parts of the country, they will definitely know the person you are talking about. At what point did your presence got noticed? Did you get this recognition?
Okay, I've always been there. I've always been around when it comes to social media, right from the days of Governor Ibro was in power when the social media came in.
Yes.
Then we joined and we became more exposed during Wada's tenure, when we were criticizing some things that we, as at that time, felt it was not right. But then we were treated fairly, or what will I say, we're not treated badly by the government,
Okay.
because we had the chance, we had the voice, we had the freedom to express ourselves. I think that is where the popularity came from. Then started growing to politically, giving my support to some candidates, made some candidates popular on social media. And I think that is where some other people, especially from our Kogi side, started following me. Then I was schooled in Benue. So most Benue people as well started sharing my posts and all that before I became very popular with our Kogi people as well.
So why did you choose the line of criticism at organizing government? Every government in power, from Ibro to Wada to Bello to Ododo, you have always been on the criticism corner, negatively. Why has it been like that?
People might feel that way from afar because they are not close to me and they have not been following my activities from the onset. Those days when my dad was alive, they could call from government and say, your son is on Facebook insulting the government, the governor. That's how they'll say it then. They used to say the governor, blah, blah, blah. They'll call me to order, but then I still go ahead with what I feel it's right. Now, they can give it a name and say I'm criticizing government or I'm being antagonistic towards them. It's not so. When Governor Bello came to power, that early time, I was among the first youths from our Kogi East
Yes.
who were giving a voice supporting him on social media, because there's one thing they did that I liked very well, which I published on my page that time. There's this road from Ida to Ugwalawa and Umomi side, you understand?
Yes,
It was done halfway for so many years. And Governor Bello came to power with Edward. They completed that portion. And that portion we're talking about, the part that was not done as at that time, passed through in front of my father's palace.
Okay.
You understand? Down to my mom's village. And that part was done. That was when I started supporting them. And not really even supporting them. I praised them for that particular project.
But we saw you taking pictures and romancing with the government at that time.
Hey,
So
not
at
really.
what point did you have misunderstanding
Okay,
and started criticizing Bello?
what happened was because they did that, and I gave them that voice. I supported them. I said, youthful government and an Ibira man to help us complete this road is a good thing and all that. And then they appointed children of nobody. You needed not to be Audu's son, so royal father's son, or Ibro's son before they could give you an opportunity to become a commissioner or whatever, which they did. So I think they mistake that for me
To be a support.
to be a support in
Okay.
totality. I can be on your side today because you are doing the right thing. Tomorrow, if I feel you are doing the wrong thing, I'll first of all tell you. If you fail to listen or you claim you're not doing the right thing,
Yeah.
you're not doing a wrong thing, and in my own conviction, you are doing the wrong thing, I will come out and criticize you. And that was why, even that same first tenor, that was how I came against their policies of not paying salary and getting huge amount of money, bailout and everything. That was why I came against them, and people were shocked.
Yeah.
People who thought I was supporting the government, they hated me for supporting the government, to them. They now came out and started praising me. In fact, some newspaper publication carried the post that, one of their supporters is against them, now blah, blah, blah. I was not even looking for anybody's support.
Okay.
That was my own belief.
At the time, we were told that you were being bankrolled from the government, and as a matter of fact, you withdrew your support because the government no longer gives you money.
No.
Was that the case?
Yeah, if you don't know, just like I said, if you're not close to something, you might not know. And if you don't seek the right place to know, you won't know. I was never on any salary from anybody from Kogi State government. I was never on Kogi State government payroll. After my NYSC, I went to a private university. I served in a private company where I was earning money, where I got my own first car, my own personal car, through a private company where I served. From there, Hajia Salamatu Bewa gave me a job with federal government. And from there, I moved to another federal government agency looking for greener pasture. I was never on anybody's payroll. I was close to Edward because he's a young man who also reasoned like youths. So we're close. But then at the point, we fell out because I was disturbing him about salary payment and all that. And he felt uncomfortable with me, and we had our issue.
Okay.
Not that I was on anybody's payroll. Edward has never paid me for anything. I think the first money Edward gave me was during my wedding, where I invited him to, like every other person I invited to. Okay, the first money was Somebody wanted to sell a Camry car, a Toyota car, and I marketed the car to him. He said I should bring the car to Lokoja, and he bought it for someone, one Ibira person. He bought the car for an Ibira person. So the gain I was supposed to have on the car, he now liaised with the direct seller and paid them directly, then gave me 250 for bringing the car to Lokoja. No,
So
that was all.
direct.
There was no
exchange
payment
of-
to be a data boy
Okay.
or give us support. If there was a payment, you know, when you kick against them, they can come for you and start revealing receipts and all that.
Yes.
There was no payment of such. And nobody has ever paid me from Kogi State government. In fact, Bello has never even dashed me 1 naira. There is a picture where I was having an armband
Yes.
where they wrote GYB.
Yes.
It was after the problem, the criticism, that somebody I was close to, who is governor of Yobe, Malabuni, said he was going to Kogi, that I should come and join the convoy. I said, no, I'm not in terms with them. It was prior to the second term election of, close to the second term election of
GYB.
Governor Yaya Bello. So I said, no, I was not going, that I am not in terms with them. Even while when the car going, he called me on the phone because I was in a different car. He said, Prince, why are people not waving us while we are coming to your state? That was the question he asked me.
Yeah.
Why are people not waving at us? Maybe in the north, when the governor is passing, people will be waving. I said, because they are not happy. We went to Ida that same day, and I told him, I said, our people are not happy because a lot of things
Are not in the
that
right place.
are not in the right direction. You understand? And that was why I don't support them. So he took me to Kogi State Government House, where he said, Yabelo saw me. I said, this guy is insulting us everywhere, blah, blah, blah. They said, we brought him for settlement today. Because as at that time, my brother was working with them. And they feel that if my brother is working with them, I should be supporting them. I said, no, my brother has his own family. I have my own family. He has his own belief. I have my own belief.
Yeah.
So that was the day. This former DG protocol,
Yes.
that is a lecturer in Kogi State University,
Otagebre.
Otta Gabriel was there. He's a witness. My brother was there as well. The governor of Yobe was the one that brought me there. And then I think somebody among them was now jokingly, I think Kisley Fan, I can't remember,
Yeah.
jokingly pulled that armband and said, you are now supporting GYB
Okay.
for second term.
Okay. So it
Because
was like
before
you came
that
there,
second
it was
term-
like you came there with the handbag.
Yes.
Okay.
Before that second term, we already had issue. There was no time. Because even when the first term, when he was contesting, I was not in support because how will you compare him to Audu? So then, even when they came to my dad's palace to visit him, I wasn't there because I never believed in the whole process there.
All right, let's talk about, you talk about breaking out with Edward because you were close to him at the time. And a lot of people have come out to, say some things
Yeah.
about inconsistency in having boss. They tell you have Edward today, you have this person today, you move from this person to this place. Tell us, why do you, should I say, jump from one leader to the other? Because today we know you with Pablo. Tomorrow we see you with Mubarak. Next tomorrow we see you with Muri. And today people are criticizing you that you are already now with Ashema.
Oh,
So now tell me, give us the clarification. Why do you have this inconsistency in, having boss, keeping boss?
okay. The whole names you mentioned,
Yes.
none of them is my boss, and none of them was ever my boss.
So
If I am close to
what
you,
were they to you?
if I am close to you,
Yes.
for example, you are the founder of a Kogi Social Media Award.
Yes.
I supported you before I even won the award. I published for you and all that, free, without any payment.
Yes.
Now, if you are a politician, they'll take it that you are my boss.
Okay.
There are a lot of people that I'm close to because they are not even in politics. People don't see them as my boss. You understand? Just like Achema. Achema is not a politician. So I don't know why anyone will even think that Achema is my boss or was ever my boss. No. I'm close to him. We have something we're doing. Then again, when, for example, for Edward, I said we're close. Edward was more like a big boss to me, not my boss.
Okay.
Because I think definition of boss to me is somebody who you work for and you are being paid for. That is what I call boss.
No, this is pay you for work or for jobs you have
Nobody,
done for them.
none
It's
of them.
basically on free and
Yes, yes. Or it's either you give me an assignment, do this for me,
yes.
I'll pay you so amount.
And
But there
automatically,
was no conversation like that between me and Edward. There
okay,
was nothing of such. We never had such
agreement.
agreement or anything. We never had any event like that. But for Mubarak, Mubarak is my guy. Like, same thing as Pablo. When Pablo came and said he wanted to contest, Pablo is a younger brother to me, but we're in the same age group.
Yeah.
Where I come from, that's where Pablo comes from. The dad, in fact, the grandfather is a very close ally to my dad. When my dad was there, Jofufu, the grandfather usually come and my dad will bring some hot drink and give to the man. Even when people are with my dad, he'll finish with the people and still be with Pablo's grandfather. You understand? People will not understand that, but when they start seeing us relating, they'll feel, oh, Pablo is my boss now or whatever. Or I have run from Pablo, I ran away from Pablo. No, no, it's not like that. We are still close friends, we still talk. He was not my boss. When he told me he wanted to go for House of Reps at that time, I told him it's too early to come out now because when you come out early, it will be difficult when you come close to the election because the day you declare you want to contest, that is the day you talk to public ATM.
Yes.
You understand? So he's my guy. I gave him the necessary support. Same way I gave Mubarak when he was contesting as well for House of Rep. Mubarak is my guy. He's my friend. Pablo is my guy. He's my friend. I supported them because whoever gets is still my person. It's still the same family around me. You understand?
Yeah.
So none of them was my boss. And if we're not together, maybe we had one. I don't even have any issue with Pablo. We never had. Maybe social media misunderstanding. Me and Mubarak can have our quarrel. But it's nothing. It's still, we're still friends. We will settle after then. It's nothing. We have nothing too deep, nothing to take to heart.
All right, let's talk about the 2023 election. You were part and parcel of that election, like you were in the center of the game because your principal, Murtala Yakubu Ajaka, was in the race for governorship and you were on the media team, apart from other things that you do. And a lot of people saw you like antagonists on the social media, like attacking almost everybody because your boss was a candidate. Tell me, why did you play that role at that time and why were you everywhere?
Okay. First of all, you correct that impression of my boss. Now, Muri is someone I know while I was working with MultiChoice, DSTV. That was during my NYSC. Just like I said, he worked in every other Igala person that comes in. If I identify that you as an Igala person, I speak language to you, I assist you where you need my help, so you won't waste too much time in the office. That was the same thing I did for Muri. And Muri asked, you are Igala, you're here, where do you work? While he was working with, I think, was it ACN office? It was APC office then.
Okay.
So we exchanged contacts. It was from him that I started sending people to Malabuni's house to fix DSTV and all those things. That was how I became close to these people. There's always a genesis to all these things. So when Muri was in APC office, I saw him as an Igala man who is wealthy, that can come out for any political position, like governorship or whatever. And not just that. It's not because you're wealthy, you should come and contest. That is not the point here.
Yeah.
The point is that he was, as at that time, assisting a lot of people and people didn't know. People didn't even know his name. He does not take picture. So then, whenever he's going to Ida, which is our village, during weekends, with people like Pharmacist Do and all that, we go together. I go with them. So we're that close. But people didn't, only close people that,
To know that
yes,
you are close
happen
to this person.
that I'm close to this person and happen to even know his capacity or his wealth. It was never shown. But he was assisting a lot of people and never wanted it to be mentioned. If we come to an occasion where we even wanted to snap, then he'll say, no, he doesn't want. Until political period, when he started picking interest to contest, I said, this is somebody I know. He feels the same pain I feel about our land, underdevelopment and everything. So if this kind of person, maybe you have some kind of uh, funds now to help himself or to get the latest car. You feel that, oh, this can bring borehole or whatever, how many this thing in social community, bring light to social community. I said, somebody that is thinking like this, he's thinking like me, because that is how I feel. We should be helping people, not making money to oppress.
Yeah.
Let's assist people. So somebody that is doing this, if he gets to public
Power.
office, he will definitely use the government funds and policies to help our people, because private money is not enough to bring the needed change. So that was why I started supporting him, started posting about him, even some pictures. I think I'll go and post his picture. People ask, who is this guy that Omera is always posting? Because my own page is a public page and very popular page to people. They come to my page and got to hear about Mori and all
A
that.
lot of things, yeah.
Then came to that time of Tinubu's election. We went round some villages I've never been to in Igala land. He took me around. I was doing live video, taking pictures and everything, still pictures and all that during that time, where he campaigned and bought so many vehicles
for Tinubu
for Tinubu's
election.
election. Then again for House of Rep members and Assembly members from all the 9 local governments in
Yeah.
Kogi
And
East.
the Senate.
We did. To Basa, Assembly members who campaigned for them, spent money, he spent money for them. I was all with him throughout that stress until his governorship time. And people might think that I'm brutal on social media and all that. If I know you very well and I know what you stand for, to come to social media and present another picture, I don't agree with that. So if you are brutal towards me, I come to you in that regard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is simply what it is for you.
What it is for
now,
me.
Okay, now let's talk about beef. Let's talk about dragging and, supposed beef that is always on social media, especially between you and Kogi Rebel, between you and Israel Kaye, and basically between you and Mama Ododo. What do they call
Ododo Mama.
Ododo Mama.
Yes.
So all of these people, is it cruise for you, or is a deliberate, fight between you and these 3? And how have you been able to manage all of this,
Okay, the
misunderstandings?
truth is, if you check very well, I don't drag people. I don't even attack personalities. I only attack people who are in public position, who are in public office. If you are elected and you are from my place or you are from any part of Nigeria, you're supposed to do the right thing and you're doing the wrong thing. I will drag you because you are a public office holder. But as a private person, I don't call people out.
Yeah.
I don't even see you worth my own dragging. Now, for Kogi Rebel, he was the one defending the government and I was the one criticizing the government. I think that was just the beef. Nothing personal about it. Then again, and I hardly even write about him. I don't. Then again, for Israel is a younger brother from my place. I know him very well. I know his family and everything. He might feel that, I'm attacking him or something and be attacking me and all that. You've never seen me on my page to attack Israel or call him out. I won't do that. I won't do it because he's not occupying any public office. He's not a politician that voted into a position and he's not doing the right thing. So it's none of my business. He can be dragging me or mentioning my name. I don't really pay attention. But anyway, off social media, we've settled that. There's nothing to take to heart.
Okay.
I don't even have anything against him. And we are cool.
Wait,
Then again, who is for the Ododo Mama?
Yes.
Ododo Mama, what happened is my post, he felt my post ridiculed her because he was everywhere singing Ododo Mama, that is the mother to the governor, blah, 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 and all that. Then again, she went to under Davido's post where they were doing giveaway to beg for child school fees.
Yeah.
So in my own little way and my own way of trying to drag traffic to her needs, I now screenshot the comment from there. I said, Ododo Mama begging for children's school fees so that the people in government can come
support,
to her aid.
yeah.
Just like I did for the other Ododo Mama of recent when she was sick and people helped her. So it was not really,
It wasn't something that
they're,
to heart.
yes, they're like mothers to me. They are not that popular on social media before I started talking about their matter. So just like I said, I don't have anything against any individual or a private person on social media.
Okay, now let's come back to the government of the day. talking about His Excellency Ahmed Usman Ododo. How would you rate his government in the last 2 or 3 years now?
The truth is, the government, if I'm to rate from like 100%, from 1 to 100,
Yes.
I think he'll get like 10. Yes,
10 out of 100?
10.
Why do you say so? That means the governor is not doing anything in the state.
That
As the
10,
governor.
he got it for paying salary. I know paying of salary is not an achievement. It is because the bar is now low that the previous government before his own, their supreme leader's government,
Yes.
he wasn't paying salary as regular as Ododo is doing. That is why he got that 10. So the bar has been lowered to level of salary. Then again, in terms of project,
Yes.
he is zero. He's getting more money now, and we are not seeing any project on ground. We are not seeing anything. And that is why I feel maybe Tinubu will have to come to Kogi and deliver these people
So
or vote for
what
these
about
people.
the
I don't understand because he has no project on ground.
what about the Zone 8 road that is newly constructed?
If you say from the name you gave now, I don't know Lokoja very well, and I don't know the names of all the parts.
And there are street
The
lights in
zone
some
8
corners of the state
or
too.
A that you called
Yes.
should be a township road. Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
It's not a major road.
It is
If you say zone
town road.
something,
Yes,
it
yes.
should be within the town.
Yes, CBN road to
Okay.
yes.
I am sure it's not up to
To
20
Zango and the other
kilometers.
Zango road
Yes.
too. Yes.
So from what they are getting from Tinubu's government now,
Yes.
compared to what is on ground, it is zero, sincerely, because there are a lot of things I know about I posted a lot of things on my page about what they earn every month, what the local government is earning, how they are diverting the funds and everything. You understand? I don't have hatred for him. I might not like him for the fact that he came illegitimately, but if you are doing well,
Was it illegitimate? It was voted. There was an election.
you
that
can
brought
say
him as the governor.
you can say there was an election. How legitimate is our election to start with? So we will go into that because I can prove it to you that he came illegitimately, where the votes is now more than the registered voter or the accredited voter. I will even go into that, and we have a fraudulent judiciary. You know what happened, but I won't go too deep. But what I'm saying is his performance. It will even be more difficult for him to win any election than Yaya Bello, because at least Yaya Bello was stage managing some projects. Because I'm afraid, if he was doing well, we will have a voice to criticize him. If he was doing well, just like Alex Oti is doing, we will have a voice to criticize him.
So do you mean Ododo's coming is not assured?
They come in. You are going too far to the coming. The candidates of APC they are going to select, because they don't usually do it the right way. The candidates of APC they are going to select the assembly members, the House of Rep members. In fact, for the fact that our people know that these people are anointed candidates from them, might be difficult for the people, no matter how good you are. It might be difficult for them to win the election because they'll always relate that to those performance as well. If you are doing well, don't make use of thuggery. If you are doing well, rely on the voters to vote you. Like for where I come from, is there an assembly member or a rep member or anybody that will come under APC as anointed candidate by Ododo? And people will love that candidate, no matter how you've performed, no matter how good you are. The Ododo's poor performance will always rub on you as a candidate of the APC. And for the fact that the bias and unchecked style of their appointment and the Okene agenda thing, it makes it more difficult.
This has been the preaching of former governor and even the current governor. Every time they make speeches, they talk about oneness, they talk about one Kogi. Do you see Kogi as one?
Kogi might be one in my own mind, but the result we're seeing outside is not one. You understand? Let us not pretend about it. All these things, the oneness and everything they are talking about, let's show it working. It's not about carrying 3 commissioners from Okene town and no commissioner as large as Ankpa local government. No commissioner in other local governments like Igalamela, no commissioner and all those things. Where we have 21 local governments and 3 commissioners, 3 key serious commissioners, serious portfolios from one town. How is that oneness? Oneness is not, it shouldn't be just mere words. It should be action to it. There should be action to it. So I don't believe they even believe the oneness they're talking about.
So to you now, the government's appointment is not balanced. It's not even. It's not as it's supposed to be.
We've never seen it this bad. Yeah, Bello did it, but we've never seen it this bad. That's why I'm telling you that it has a lot of consequences on the people that are going to contest under APC.
For you now, what do you agitate that the governor should have done or should even do at this time?
Somebody who is learning something can be taught a different thing and will understand, but not somebody who has his mind made up on something and how he wants to go that can be changed. So we can always advise, but would our advice make any sense to them? No. They have their own agenda. And if you check very well, they bring out the least qualified to rule, especially among us. It is a plan, it is an agenda. It is not a coincidence. The least qualified. If you see the best candidate, the best aspirant, they will not pick that person, they will bring out the list. But I pray for them to choose it rightly, because even when you want to rig an election, the candidate must be popular. It is where you are popular that you can actually rig. They can give me ticket today to contest for anything. If I am not popular there, it will be very difficult. I might be somebody that people likes. They can give tickets to somebody, for example, maybe they give somebody like Peter Edu, that everybody likes we all like him from our side. But that will rub on him that, okay, so Dodo that is bringing him, or he's coming as a stooge for them, that kind of thing. Or give somebody like Muri the ticket. It is not automatic victory. So I advise that if they can change, let them do. If they don't want to change. And another thing I would like to talk about, which I will address on social media as well,
Yes.
is about trying to bring our traditional rulers into their politics of APC in Kogi State.
Our traditional rulers playing politics now in Kogi State?
No, they are bringing them into it by all means. How can you arrange a meeting? You want to take your traditional ruler to go and see the governor. Next thing, they go there, they start singing on your mandate and all that. It's embarrassing. And these royal fathers are not even aware of this thing. They are not even informed about these things.
So is it not possible for these royal fathers to object, to opt out of these meetings, as you call it?
At the point they stand for national anthem and they bring up on your mandate we stand or whatever, the royal father will now disobey that and feel like he's against the government when he's an appointee of the government. You know how many of them that have been dethroned? How many of them that have been? Is this government and Yaya Bello's government, which did that, has been the commissioner for local government at Chitasi, that have seen where they query first-class chiefs and all those people and dethrone them in Kogi State. We have regard for royal institution. We've never seen it this bad. In fact, to a point that one of the appointees of the government is now a second-class chief in Ankpa local government. I'll come to that because I'll use my social media to address that. I have sent people who are close to this royal father to tell him that being a royal father is different from being an appointee of the state government. You have to resign from your SA appointment and concentrate on your traditional institution because you are now made a second-class chief in your community. So you represent the PDP.
Become a politician or you become a traditional.
Yes. Or leave it for his village people to become the traditional ruler. You are a traditional ruler to PDP, ADC, SDP, APC.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you are an SA to the governor. We've never seen that. And as from a royal home, I should have a voice to that. That is what I feel it's wrong. And I must speak against it. If I start speaking against it, you feel that I'm dragging the individual. No. But because he's now having my
Up.
forefathers' beats on his hand, I will respect him by sending people to him to tell him to take a decision and make an announcement that he's resigning from the government or resigning from the royal,
Traditional
the
titles.
traditional title and facing the government completely and do his politics.
Okay, I think we have spent much time, but again, before we draw this discussion to a close, let's quickly go, soft. You are known to posting about women, about
Nyash, big bumbo.
posting about big bumbo
Yes.
and all of. What is your allegiance?
I've understood. When I think you study the same course, mass communication.
Yeah.
When you are even making public speaking, you understand your audience. Communicate with them. What if they are even against what you are saying, if they are following or not.
Yeah.
I have understood social media that if you post Bible verse, it does not trend.
Does not move.
If you post Quranic verse, it does not trend. If you post an Islamic preaching, which is modest and well, you don't get attention.
Yes.
If a market goes, you don't get that reaction as
Yes.
much. So what do these people really want? If you see me when I talk about Nyash and all that, you get more reaction than any other post. So I've understood my followers.
That the
I
yash
know
is what they want.
even a married person,
Yes.
a married man or a married woman who sits quietly without reacting, is watching and enjoying what I'm posting. As you bring their attention to your post, the next thing you can follow up with whatever information
yes.
you want to bring to them. They will see it. They'll key into
So it's a
it.
strategy for you, and not
It
necessarily
is.
mean that you are a
No, no,
Nyash
no,
man.
no, 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 no. But if I see Nyash, I can still
Can
do
I?
it. But it's not
Can
a
I?
primary. It's not a primary thing for me.
All right, thank you so much for talking with us. We've been talking with Prince, His Excellency Prince Omera, the Kogi social media governor, the political influencer, the media influencer, and everyone of it. So before we draw the curtain, finally, what is your message, word of advice for people, youth in Kogi State, especially now that we are getting close to political time? Politics is here and everyone wants to be here and there. What is your advice for, all of them generally?
My advice for um, youths, those who have chosen the path of thuggery, I will not stop exposing you. I'll keep exposing you. I advise you to stop as soon as possible if you can. But if you cannot, I'll keep exposing
You
you.
mentioned these names without fear. Do you have a kind of backup? I don't know, because sometimes you come online, you say, Dansofo, you are the thug that is tormenting Abosho. Please keep up. Why do
Yes.
you get to do all of those things?
Yeah, why I have the backup is I know what I am writing. I know where you can get me arrested without evidence. I know the ones that have the evidence. I know the limits to go. I know where to call names. I know when not to call names. You understand?
Okay.
And whatever backup I have, I think these are my forefathers fighting for me.
Okay.
Because they have done the sacrifice for the land to sustain. You can't come now from nowhere to destroy what they've built. So that is why you see me talking with authority. My forefathers fought for it. When my forefathers were burying Inikpi, you were not, their family were not burying anybody.
Yes.
Their family were not making sacrifice. It was like liberating our people, independence for our people. So if my forefathers fought for independence, I should be able to, at my own little level,
Make
to
contribution.
protect that, make contribution.
Okay.
So I wish they can change. Talks from Ejule, talks from Anyigba, talks from Abocho, and few from Ankpa and Ida and Igalamela. I wish they know that the thugs that died in the last election, their families are finding it difficult to feed now.
All right, thank you so much for coming on the show today. His Excellency Prince Omera. This is where we'll be drawing the curtain. We have said a whole lot, we have discussed, we have said so many things, and I'm sure that this particular episode is worth watching, is worth sharing. And if you have any comment, you have observation, you have anything very important you like to talk about, please drop it in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to like, and make sure that the next person watch this episode. Until next time, my name is Dansofo Jr., and my guest has been Prince Omera Opaluwa.